instead of going to the box factory today, we'll be going to the box factory.
Hey, howdy, hey, people of the internet. Wolfman407- here. Thought to do this on my sofa this time instead of on the dining table because we got some stuff, because we have all this to look through. But before we get started, I should say what the date is, because I know some of you have been complaining that my vlogs are a little dated, and today's date is the 3rd of July 2023, so just a day short of Independence Day for those of you in the US, and I think a day or two past the Canada Day for those of you in Canada. Yeah, very important days for you guys, I know. And as you can tell, I have a top on. That's because it has at long last got cool, which is great. This is actually the first vlog that I've filmed in a while. I know it won't feel like it's the first vlog I've filmed in a while to a lot of you, but yeah, that is what it is. And I know that I've been doing a lot of topical ones recently, so this time I'm going to do a haul and unboxing. Because I bought a few Blu-rays and I bought a box that I'm going to unbox for you today. This time the box comes from eBay instead of Zavvi, and eBay have got this thing in the terms of service where they will not allow mystery boxes to be sold on eBay unless the contents of the box are explained in the description. So that's when it's allowed. But when it's not allowed is when it's like a complete mystery. You don't know what it is, because for all we know, this box could have cocaine or drugs or something. Hopefully it won't, because it is a geek box, I've been told. So yeah. So we'll start with the Blu-rays. So first up, so I went to my HMV called FOP, and I bought a few Blu-rays there. So this is the first, Code Geass Liouch of the Rebellion. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not, because anime be anime. This is an anime that I watched on Netflix when they had like the rights to different anime on that service, and although it had similarities to Neon Genesis Evangelion and Gundam, I actually kind of liked it in a way. It's one of those ones that's not too humorous, but does have a lot of serious moments and a little bit of humour here and there, some unintentionally more than others. I only ever saw the first season because Netflix only had the rights to the first season at the time, and this one's got the second season as well. Not the films though, or the OVAs. So I'm looking forward to watching that. Next is Midnight Express. So this was a film that Sony Pictures did, or rather, or Columbia, before they were purchased by Sony. Sony have these series of Blu-rays where it's collector's editions. So they have these, so they look like this. They've got gold writing and say it's a special edition, collector's edition, whatever. And that usually means it contains bonus features of all shapes and sizes, different extended cuts, director's cuts, and all that jazz. And I think they do kind of understand what a collector's edition is better than most other companies, because I know some companies release these ultimate editions, but it's actually not ultimate, it's just the film and not as many bonus features as we would like, so it's not really that ultimate. So that's that one. And then next is Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham. I collect a lot of animated Batman films and animated DC films in general, because I just like seeing animated takes on the different comic book stories that we get, especially ones that tell a more loose story, because The Death and Return of Superman, which is The Death of Superman and Reign of the Superman, which are two films merged together, it tells the story quite well from the comics, but replaces the sort of lesser known DC characters from that particular comic with the more well-known Justice League characters like Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, and the others. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I don't remember much of Doom That Came to Gotham, but I heard it was okay. So yeah. So a thing HMV do and FOP is this thing called Premium Collection, which is a series of films that have numbered titles, art cards, and all sorts. And I bought a few of those last time I was there, and this is the first, Logan's Run. First time I heard of Logan's Run, it was in Ready Player One, which has a lot of references and Easter eggs to different stuff that different companies have made. And yeah, this one contains some art cards, little set of them. So I'll just show you guys that, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So there's one. There's I think a shot of the film. I think probably, I don't know. Another shot there. Another shot there, and then on the back it's just the Warner Brothers logo, and then it says not for resale, with distribution, promotional use only. So that's that one. And the Premium Collection is one of the few that's out there that's still like release, double play sets where it's like a Blu-ray and a DVD. So there's that. Okay, next is Soylent Green. Don't know anything about this film, apart from the fact that it's part of the Premium Collection. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's all about. Don't know the people that are in it. But I don't really know much about it at all. So I'll see if I like it or not and go from there. Anyway, here's the art card. So movie poster, a shot of the film, another shot of the film, and again another shot of the film, and again the Warner Bros logo at the back, not for sale with distribution, yada yada. So that's that one. Just put that away. Okay, now some of you will remember my 2 YouTube short reactions to the film Hereditary, and I decided to buy it. Usually at FOP and HMV they have this thing where you can buy, if you buy other stuff, you can have these promotional Blu-rays or whatever for a cheaper price. So I bought this for £5, so that was good. Yeah, still a messed up film for sure, that film, but then again a lot of A24 films are like that. Not all of them, just most of them, I'd say. So then went to CX to buy some Blu-rays there. They too had the Premium Collection, but obviously second-hand versions of that. And this is the first one, Marathon Man. And I do know some of the people in there, like Dustin Hoffman. I've seen a lot of his stuff. And yep, it also has its own set of art cards. This time Paramount, because it's a Paramount film. There you go. Yep, that's all the ones from that one. Don't know much about the film personally, but so yeah, it's another one I'm looking forward to watching as well. Right, put that aside. And then finally, last one from CX is this film called Shaft. You might have heard of the remake starring Samuel Jackson. So my mind drew a blank there. I'll just take this sticker off. There it is, in all its glory. Another Warner Brothers one. Much of the stuff from much of the Premium Collection is Warner Brothers films, but there are also some Sony and Paramount and Universal ones in that collection as well. So more art cards. There's your first one. There's your second one. And there's your third. And your fourth. Right, let's move those out of the way. Lots of art cards, so I'm really happy about that. I'll be keeping those, and hopefully be keeping those Blu-rays as well. I know they can be quite valuable when it's like stuff like a Premium Collection or collector's edition or whatever. But yeah, always good to keep them, especially if you like them. Yeah. Right, get those out of the way. So, you might remember some time ago I bought a Warner Brothers 100th anniversary Blu-ray set. I mentioned there was 4 of them, and I bought one of them, which was volume 3, which was action, adventure and fantasy, featuring all the a selected number of DC films, and also things like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Pan's Labyrinth, 300, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and many more. I decided to buy another one, and here it is. So this is volume 4, which is thrillers, sci-fi and horror. So no sign of any, so there are a few interesting ones in this one for sure. Just remove the cardboard cutout. Oh, there we go. Right, so nice box again. Doesn't say what film. Oh, there we go. It's always on the cardboard thing. Okay, so in this set we've got the 1933 King Kong film. This is the black and white one that used stop motion and sort of other visual effects, which would have been quite revolutionary at the time. I quite enjoyed it, even though I believe it was a Universal film to begin with. But yeah, quite enjoyed that. Maltese Falcon. I've heard of this film. I've not seen it myself, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that. Children of the Damned, another one that I've not seen, but looking forward to seeing because I've heard some good things about that. Oh yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Pretty much everybody's seen this one. The Stanley Kubrick classic. That had a sequel the year we made contact. Both good films, but the first will always be the most iconic. Even though it does have a lot of scenes where there's like not much happening, but you still got those nice visuals and HAL 3000 being, I'm sorry Dave, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, and all that. Clockwork Orange, yeah, very controversial Stanley Kubrick film. Some people consider it art, other people consider it to be too racy and rapey and all that. I'm of the opinion that I'm in the middle, where I like it because of the because of the set pieces and all that, but at the same time I also don't like it because of how much rape is in there and some other sexual stuff. It's probably just as well that it got banned from television because of that, but it's still a masterpiece in some people's eyes. Pretty much anything that Stanley Kubrick made was a masterpiece in some way. Next we got The Exorcist, the extended director's cut. I have seen this. It was a very interesting film from what I remember, so I'm looking forward to seeing that again. All the President's Men. Don't know anything about this film, apart from it exists. I think Dustin Hoffman stars in this, so another one to look forward to. The Shining, another Stanley Kubrick classic, and also a Stephen King film. This set is pretty much Stanley Kubrick and Stephen King written almost all over. And again, that was another controversial one, but not as controversial as A Clockwork Orange, because yeah, you still got Stanley Kubrick doing that thing where he has to get perfection and do these multiple takes, more takes than any other filmmaker out there, but yeah, here's what it is. Blade Runner, and we got the final cut in this one. I've seen both Blade Runner films, don't remember too much about them other than Harrison Ford stars in them, and they're iconic as they are, so yeah. Interesting fact, Blade Runner was meant to appear in Ready Player One because it appeared in the book, but because the second Blade Runner was being made at the time, that was off limits, so that's why instead of that you get the Shining scene in the Ready Player One, so yeah. Moving on, we've got Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, everybody knows this one. It's the one that made Freddy Krueger a household name, a slasher icon and all that. I actually do have a box set of those films containing all the Nightmare on Elm Street films, not just the first but also the sequels. Not the not the Freddy vs. Jason film, because that's separate and usually considered part of the Friday the 13th set. So yeah, that was that one. Full Metal Jacket, another Stanley Kubrick film. I don't think this one was as disturbing. It did have some disturbing scenes, but wasn't as disturbing as some of the other Stanley Kubrick stuff you've heard. But it stars that guy from Daredevil, Vincent something, who would go on to play Kingpin in the Daredevil Netflix series and the Marvel Cinematic Universe at large. So there's that one. Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese. Need I say more? It's a gangster sort of film with Martin Scorsese directing it. He's great at gangster films and films with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in them. Yeah, can't go wrong with him, usually. Natural Born Killers, the director's cut. Another one I don't know much about, so I'm looking forward to watching that as well. But one I do know about is the next one, which is Shawshank Redemption, the Morgan Freeman film that is also another Stephen King, and that's also based on a Stephen King book. So that'll be another interesting one to see. Not sure if I'd consider that a thriller or sci-fi or horror, but it's definitely a very beloved film for sure. So yeah. Interview with the Vampire. What vampire is that? I don't know, because I've not seen it. So another one. Interesting that this set is the one that's got films I do know, but lots of films I've not seen, unlike the other box set where it's pretty much nearly every single film I've seen, apart from a couple. So that'll be another one. Yes, Seven. 1995, Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. The one that started the meme, "What's in the box?" We'll know what's in the box later when I open it. Anyway, moving on. The Matrix, 1999, by the Wachowski twins. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to expect when you see that one. I've seen the sequels and that film. Sequels were not great, but I like the first one, so yeah. The Green Mile, yep. May God have mercy on your soul. Another Stephen King classic, and another great film. Also one that I like. Also one that has Tom Hanks in it, doing a great performance in that. So yeah, good one, that one. Well, Inception, the one where it's a dream in a dream in a dream in a dream. A Christopher Nolan classic. One of the many films he did with Warner Brothers. And yeah, it was one of the many films he did with Warner Brothers until they decided streaming must take priority over big film stuff, and yeah, his relationship with them has been strained ever since. But he created IMAX, so there is that. Next is The Conjuring. Yeah, I've got a box set of the Conjuring films. That doesn't just include the Conjuring films, but also the Annabelle films, The Nun, and others, and it's a great series of horrors. Not perfect, but they are decent for sure. Gravity. This was made by the director of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. A great thriller of a sci-fi, completely set in space with multiple continuous shots. Starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Really great film, that one. I actually saw that at the cinema with my mum. Saw it in 3D and it was amazing. So moving on from that, then we've got Her. Her, the film, not her as in a female or someone identifying as a female. Joaquin Phoenix stars in this one. In fact, a lot of big stars star in this. Chris Pratt, Scarlett Johansson, all sorts of big names. It's good. It kind of falls in this sort of A24 category of films, in that it's not disturbing, but there are like moments where it is a little bit messy in that, because it's about a guy that falls in love with this AI voice. So yeah. I've already talked about Annabelle. The first Annabelle is included in this one. I like it. You know, creepy dolls are a thing, so why not make a film about it? Of course, we've already had the Child's Play films, but those aren't part of this set, because it's not Warner Brothers. No, those are a different company altogether. Back to Stephen King, we've got It, not It and It Chapter 2, just It, the first one. I like both films. I think the first half is better than the second half, but they are much better films than the miniseries starring Tim Curry. The Tim Curry one's good as well, but this one is much better, I find. So, yeah. And then the film Dune, which I have seen, but don't remember much about. I know Warner Brothers were making that a big deal, so yeah. And that's all the films in this set. So that's 50. So that's 50 films so far that I've got from the Warner Brothers 100th collector's editions. So as well as that big book of films, we've also got this booklet again, which will no doubt have quotes from people that worked on the different stuff. Digital code. If you want the digital code, again, like with the last one, it's the first come first serve thing. It only applies to people that live in the US, I'm afraid. So yeah, but if these Blu-rays do work here like the other sets did, then we should be okay. But if you do want the digital, if you're in the US of A and do want this digital set, here's the code there. Again, first come first serve. And we've got 2 more pin badges, which again are like the old Warner Brothers logos from way back when. So that's that set. So lots of films for me to watch there. Now let's move on to this eBay box. Now I did sort of ask if I could have 2, and they've sent me this one. So I'm wondering if there's 2 boxes in there or 2 boxes worth of things. Either way, I've been promised a lot of great things, so it is great things in there. All geeky stuff again, as before. Just not from Zavvi, and probably not as curated as how Zavvi do it. Let's do it on me, because camera's shaking. Yeah. Okay. Box. Right. Opening the box. Oh, what do you know? Air bubbles. I won't get enough of those air bubbles. Oh. Right, okay. So I see a few pops in there. So let's start with those. So first up we have Han Solo, old Han Solo. This one is one I already have, so I think I'll be giving that to someone that would like to have this. Although I think this might be slightly different to the other old Han Solo I've got, so I'll investigate that. Chewbacca. So this is an exclusive. Ooh, exclusive from where? I don't know. But it's from Last Jedi. Wasn't too keen on Last Jedi personally, but yeah. But I wasn't too keen on the sequel trilogy to begin with anyway, so yeah. Okay. Let's see what books I've got in here. So this is by Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code. So this is actually the book version of the Da Vinci Code. I heard the films weren't great, so I'll be interested to see how this compares. I've not actually seen the films, to be honest, but yeah, I heard they weren't very good. Another book, this time by David Moody, called Dog Blood. Don't know what that's all about, but it does sound a bit unsettling. Yeah. Even more Blu-rays. Oh dear. Getting all the Blu-rays now. So first up we have got this one, Sucker Punch. Yeah, I remember watching this. I thought it was fine at first, but yeah, I don't remember it that well. Yeah, the disc is included, so yeah. This is an interesting one. Shaolin Soccer. Don't know if I'll be keeping this one, but yeah, because I'm not that keen on football. It's got the disc in there as well. So far, so good. The The Adjustment Bureau. So this is stars Matt Damon and Emily Blunt. Don't know anything about this one. And this is in that. And last one, which looks like a disaster film by someone called Wolfgang Peterson, Poseidon. So probably based on the Greek mythological god, but we'll see. Right. Okay. So now we got some comic books now. So this one is called Chew by John Layman and Munguli. So that's this one. Might keep that because it looks interesting. Oh, it's a Marvel Comics. So we got Wolverine Unleashed, and this one is number 16. Number 17 of that. And number 18 here. And number 19 here. And is that everything? Yep, that's everything. Whoa, that was quite exciting, that. Now, as I said, I did buy 2 of those boxes, so I'm not sure if I'll be getting another one or if that was the only one I got. Guess we'll wait and see. I might actually delay editing this until the next day, just to see if I will get any more. But if I don't get any more, then I'll end it here. And yeah. So that's everything. Some of these things I will be giving to friends and probably sell online and all that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Especially if you like the video, want to say something, and you just want to see more of my stuff. I'd love to have more subscribers. You know I do. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I don't know when the next Harlow unboxing will be. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do them sort of after every 3 topical vlogs, but we'll see how we go with that. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. Okay, so I've left it a couple of days. The date today is, one second, the 7th. No, not 7th, the 5th. Get the moons mixed up. Anyway, I've not received the second box, so I'm gonna dispute it on eBay. I mean, I've given it a good couple of days. So yeah, I'm gonna dispute it on eBay, find out what's going on with it. If it does come, great. Sorry, if it does arrive, great. If it doesn't, it's fine. I've had 1 box, so if I'm not going to get a second box, I may as well try and get a refund at least, because I did order 2. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Have already filmed the next vlog today while I was waiting. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.